Hi everyone, what's up? We're back at Lancaster and we found an abandoned farmhouse, so we're just going to go in and get exploring. So let's go and see what we can find. I'm going to get my torch out for this one. Might need some light, yeah, it might get a bit dark in certain rooms. This place is right next door to Ridgely Lunatic Asylum, so I'll show you because you can get a good view of the asylum from here. Right, so we've got an abandoned farmhouse. Alright, yeah. I'll let you lead the way and check the flooring, and I'll just follow you with the camera. And we'll look for any clues. I'm wondering if this is not an extension of the asylum, because it says the fire alarm bell. You'd only have a fire alarm bell if you've got people, you know, in here for whatever reason. Dark. Is the floor gone? Should we go upstairs then? Let's just try the flooring under my feet first, because you guys all know what we're like. Andy's alright. I'm the one who goes through the floor. So let's just check it out and see. Seems okay. I'm beginning to think it was, you know, because... Really? So it would only say that if it was a public... Right. It could have been where the staff lived. So it looks very overgrown out there, guys. Can you see? Very overgrown. There's old doors and things down there from this place, and radiators too, look. So we did the Ridgely Hospital before, part 1 of the Daytime Explorer. This is the farmhouse. Well, they say it's a farmhouse, but to be fair, I've got a feeling it might be attached to Ridgely Hospital itself. Those are like outhouses from when it was a farm. The dog barking over there, that's where the hospital is, right back there beyond those trees. That's where we've just been. Don't look that old, does it really? Yeah, well, they've even got the bathroom cord to pull still here for lighting. I doubt the electricity will be on. Didn't think so. Didn't think so. This looks a bit newer, this to me though, than originally. Oh yeah, there's always in floors. The copper piping thieves been already, have they? Yeah, they're always the first to get in. I think what they do is they keep in touch with demolition and asbestos people, and then they know when a building's coming free, and they're in to take the lead piping out, copper piping out, sorry. Oh, do they? Yeah. Oh yeah, there's the stairs. So this would have been, look at that, there's been a fire or something like that. Somebody set fire to that frame. Yeah, probably. Yeah. So this is the outdoors. That's the hospital is right over there. You might be able to see it.
We've got building there, we've got one over there.
Yeah, so we'll just do the outhouses. We'll explore the lot while we're here.
Quite a big house, really.
It is really, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean?
So maybe it belonged to some of the staff. Maybe it was like a living for Ridgely. You know, it's possible, isn't it?
You know,
Go back. Go back. No, we're not going back. We're coming in.
But it might have been a place.
Look at the shower unit. It's still fitted in there.
Yeah.
Really overgrown though, isn't it? Yes, good. That's Andy doing the cycle shower scene. Go on, look good, and scream. Them guys aren't out there. The two guys abandoned one there. It's okay, we're just reenacting the cycle shower scene, don't worry about it.
Yeah, that was the other stairs.
Yeah, so this is, yeah, because these go around, the others were straight up, weren't they?
It was quite a...
I've got a feeling it was attached to the hospital. Because look at all these things, fire action, you only have them on when it's public building.
Yeah, and a fire alarm bell.
Hotels, do you know what else it could be?
for people who are ready for coming out, might have been just staying
Or
here
for relations that were coming to visit for a weekend and stuff.
for health and safety stuff as well.
Yeah. So it's got to be for people, innit, obviously.
Health and safety stuff,
Yeah. So maybe it was, yeah, it could be for either patients that were ready to come home, or because Luke, you've got the netting at the window, that secure netting that they have at the asylum. So perhaps it was attached to that. You know, there on the outside, can you see the secure netting? That there
Yeah.
secure netting.
Yeah. So that's,
I'm wondering if maybe.
yeah, you won't. It must be collected.
It's got to be on it.
Because you wouldn't have had, that wouldn't have been in here
No.
as a normal house.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't.
No, it wouldn't. Yeah, that's probably what the situation is. So we'll go and have a look at some of them outhouses then. It's not a very big place, guys, this, so we're probably only likely to get like 20 minutes because of,
You've got all that.
yeah, what to do in an emergency. That's first aid, stuff like that.
That wouldn't have been there, would it?
No, so it's obviously, yeah, I think you're right. It was probably like an halfway house between Ridgely and home, wasn't it, really?
Where you live? You did stuff around your farm.
Yeah.
It's like, how can you get back?
That was back in the days when the government used to spend money on mental health patients. Now they don't care. Now it's each person for themselves, isn't it?
Yeah, I do.
Let's have a look, see what's in here. Is it dark? Then we're going to need the torch.
Yeah.
Oh, it's light through there actually. Let's just walk through there. That's the rain, can you hear it? The weather's changed so suddenly, guys, because Lancaster, we're right on the tops here. We're open to Pendle Hill and we're open to the bay at Morecambe, so you get the weather changes really, really quickly. It's blowing a gale now, it's hammering down. It was quite pleasant before, wasn't it? Sunny even this afternoon when we started. But like, even at night time when you're up here, it can change really quickly, the weather. Yeah. Oh, right, so obviously it must have been attached to the hospital. Do you know what I think?
This, I think, would have been a cattle thing. Might have been a milk.
Look at all them saws.
Well, then again.
Look at that. It's where all the saws would have been. Now, why would you have saws for mental health patients? I'm not being funny, but
Unless it was.
unless they were teaching people skills, you know, like when you're coming out of prison and drug rehab and all that, they teach people life skills, don't they? You can learn a trade in open prison and stuff like that. I've got a feeling.
Unless they were doing their own meal.
I've got a feeling that the mental health bought it from the farm and turned it into a place where they could teach people, you know, life skills and all that stuff. Teach them how to, you know, make furniture or whatever they wanted to learn.
I think it probably was.
Life's, you know, because a lot of them, people who've had issues like that, once they've found something, a trade or, you know, an artistic thing to get into, they focus themselves on that then and they get better. Listen to that creaking. That's going to sound good at night, isn't it? Your archetypal haunted house, guys. Alright, we're going up and in. I'll get my trusty torch just in case it's a bit dark up here. It was definitely a farmhouse barn, but I've got a feeling perhaps Ridgely bought it and stuck it on. Yeah, just be careful, Matt, because you know what it's like. 1 minute you're there and the next minute you're through the rafters. Somebody's been painting the Nazi flag. That sounds like tapping. Can you imagine if he was doing a paranormal? This is the thing with paranormal, guys. Alright, this must have been a kitchen because there's a fridge there, Luke. Yeah, is the floor a bit damp in there?
This might have been.
Must have been a schoolroom because there's like a blackboard there on the wall there, or it might have been a notice board or something. Yeah, it's very damp in corner there, Luke. There's also like an attic floor there, like with steps down, but to be fair, you're right, I can feel it bending underfoot. Yeah, I don't really want to risk it.
More of a teaching thing, you know, for what we were doing downstairs.
Yeah.
Teaching, a farm.
Well, I've got a feeling
Teaching thing.
that originally bought it
Yeah.
to teach the patients some independent life skills before they went out and back home.
Yeah. Probably right, yeah.
And if they can learn something and get into a college or something, then it helps them, doesn't it? But we were talking about this in the car, weren't we, when we were having our dinner, charging the battery. There's a lot of abandoned lunatic asylums, and I don't like to use that word. Mental health hospitals closed and abandoned. So where have all those patients gone? Because you don't see any new hospitals being built.
No, you don't.
So what's going on? Are they all being sent home? You know, and just fend for themselves on the outside. The investment's all gone now in this country for mental health. Nobody bothered anymore. The other hospital attached to Ridgely is called Lancaster Moor, and that's been converted into flats because they can make money. Oh, sorry, that's me coming in. This feels a bit weird, doesn't it? Or is it mats? Gym mats? Maybe they did use it for a gym. There's gym mats everywhere. Yeah.
Sound studio or something like that.
Well, like there's that there, separate, ain't there? Maybe they had like a radio thing going on. You like Bolton Radio? Do you remember Bolton Radio?
You know, like mirrors.
Oh, is there?
I didn't know that.
My torch, I'm going around.
The matting would be
Yeah.
soundproofing. So maybe somebody's used it like a studio.
Yeah, it's possible.
You know, a film studio or stuff.
Well, they might have done. I don't know if they've done any filming here.
It's soundproofing.
What is that?
There's a mirror there.
Yeah.
It's all like sound. It's weird. It's more like a DJ sort of.
Yeah, isn't it?
Stuff like that.
Yeah, it is.
What would that guess? Yeah, polystyrene, that would be soundproof. So somebody at some point has used this as like a
Recording studio.
raves club.
Oh, illegal raves, yeah, maybe.
Because that would be soundproof.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it?
Yeah, soundproofing's on the door.
Yeah, it could have been used for rave, yeah. It probably was, you know.
Because that would, yeah.
I'm sorry to do this, guys, but I have to just... we've got rain on the lens. Just let me wipe that off. Sorry, you've got a good view of my finger.
It's not my finger this time.
Yeah, you can have a different finger this week. See what variety we like to give you. It's raining like hell crazy, guys, so we're just getting rain all over the camera, that's what. Yeah. We've seen our two abandoned explorers again before, didn't we, Mark and Jack? So we've run into them guys again. We might see them. It's getting really stormy, but you know what? It's going to make it brilliant for paranormal tonight in the asylum if it's like this. Because I think that this weather just gives that added effect of you're in a really haunted place. This is interesting. Yeah, steps. Tiles. Interesting. Have you found a clue?
No, that figures.
Why?
What the sign that I've just seen there.
Go on, what do you see?
Yeah, there's a thing here. So this would connect it. This must have been connected to the prison.
Oh, really?
It says, race relations, any problems, speak to your personal officer or wing staff.
But it could still be asylum.
So that could be either asylum or prison.
Yeah. Look at that glass there. That's a full pane, that. Full window pane.
News of the World, March the 4th, 2007.
2007? So we're looking at when this was being used then.
Yeah.
And it's still got that window to look through, you know, and the steps, you know, on the inside, the steps going up to that window, as though they would put some look through or...
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, on the other side of there. There's stone steps, look, coming up. So they must have climbed up to give something through this window. What if this was like a medication dispense or something? Look at that rain, guys. It was sunny this morning. Okay. Look, because the steps are there to that window. So they must have gone up here like this to the window, and look, there's a hatch. So they must have said like, blah, 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 and they pushed it through the hatch, whatever it was they wanted. Yeah? That's what I'm thinking anyway. Where else would you have steps to a window and then a hatch like that? And that's the thing of doing abandoned, guys. You've got to look around for clues and try and figure it out yourself, you know. There's an asbestos warning on the door as well. Look. Warning asbestos. Got to be careful sometimes. You never know what you're walking into. Oh, that was another big splash of water all over me. Flipping head and all over camera there. There's a lot of outbuildings. Vehicle left at your own risk. Lock your car. There's all nuts and bolts on the floor here. Look at that. It's like a work shed, isn't it, of some sort?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like some sort of a work shed. I think they were probably, if it was from the prison, they're probably teaching them like welding and metalwork and woodwork and all that stuff. Maybe, yeah, because a lot of open prisons do that, don't they? Have them working on farms. Do you remember we went down to is it Dartmoor? There was a couple of guys there, weren't there, working around the prison, just helping out, doing like handyman work, fixing things. That's the woods outside. The hospital is up that way, the Ridgely Asylum. That we did before this, we did the Ridgely Asylum daytime footage. We've done a couple of paranormals. And we're going back up there hopefully later on to continue the paranormal. We've got a couple of other locations to hit first this afternoon before when it goes dark, we'll come back. It's interesting anyway, isn't it? They see this stuff, you couldn't really see it at night, could you?
We didn't even know it was real until the lads told us.
And this is the thing when you meet into other abandoned explorers.
I mean, it sounds funny, but you can't see it at night.
No, you can't.
Like
yeah. And that was them guys we saw the last time.
Yeah.
The last time we went to Ridgely Lunatic Asylum at night time.
Yeah.
We were going in and there was 7 guys coming down the stairs, 7 lads from Preston. And they said, we were wandering around here filming and looking about and all that. And they bumped into a guy dressed in a clown suit with no camera and no phone and no nothing, just wandering about a lunatic asylum abandoned at 3 o'clock in the morning dressed as a clown. So we got talking to these guys and they told us that this place, and you swap information, you know, and that's how you get to find out other abandoned locations. You network, don't you, and you help each other out. Where have you been? Is there anything else around here worth exploring? It's become a big thing, urbex, but I think it's got even bigger since COVID lockdown and a lot of places became abandoned after that. It's become, yeah, so it must have been obviously somewhere where people could come in then. Maybe they used to make things, you know, and just sell things here. We're speculating, we don't know, do we? Look at this, this is like another big workshop. We'll have a walk about, guys, and see if we can see any clues. And perhaps even some people might actually know, you know, what this place exactly was. There's tyres there on the floor, look. Interesting though, because there's all netting up at window, and that's not to keep people out. That looks to me more like secure netting. You know, that you would use to keep prisoners or mental health people in. You didn't want them to get out and stuff. Somebody's had a fire here, Luke. And there's an old freezer here. Is that a freezer? Fridge on its side. An old fridge on its side. The windows are on. Probably the weather though, it's not always people putting them through. It gets that windy up here that the wind could actually put it through, the windows and stuff. There's lots of like metal grill things here. Fencing. That wasn't paranormal, that was Andy. He's gone through a dark hole in the wall and I have no clue what he's doing. Cage? Sort of a cage. Let me get my torch on. Hang on. Is it like a cell, you mean?
No, I think it's just
Let's have a look.
you know, like...
Oh, it's full of filing cabinets, isn't it?
Might be chemicals and stuff.
Oh,
like
yeah,
like
it could have been.
Cash store or something like that.
Yeah, maybe. That's the other side of where we've just been.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's go up that top end because there's doors up there.
There's an ugly green one like this.
Yeah. They look like workshops, don't they? But it's a bit like at Dartmoor when we went to the open bit of the prison and it was like this, weren't it? The prisoners were making things. I mean, they might have learned like glass blowing and, you know, iron stuff and working with metals. What's that sign on the floor? Danger fragile roof, you use crawling boards. Maybe that's what them things were down there, crawling boards. The breeze blocked some of the doors out. Switch that torch off, it's lighting up, isn't it? Alright, I'm going to just spring up. I ain't not even going to think about it. I'm upsy. That's how we do it. Just to get up there, innit? Workshops. Definitely workshops these, aren't there? Yeah, there's all nuts and bolts all over the floor, Luke. Yeah, so it was like they were making things, weren't they? But there's a new prison down the road, so we think they've transferred probably to there, everything. Let's see if we can open these doors from in here and get out that way. Maybe they're all frozen up, all rusted up. Yeah, so they must have been, maybe it was attached to the prison like you say. Maybe it was. What's this paper here? There's photographs, Luke. Luke! It's showing you there.
Oh, what?
Yeah. It looks like somebody's using nuts and bolts. It's like somebody, it's a guy with, it's very, very hard to show you guys, but there's definitely a picture here of somebody working with nuts and bolts things. Packing. Maybe there was packing stuff here then. English fruit, it says there. Well, if it was a farm, look at the door handle. Look at that. It's a random door handle. Is that there? Is that part of a page or something?
Yeah, just about packing stuff.
Ah, maybe it was a fruit packing place. Because if the farm grew the fruit, then perhaps they packed it off into, you know, like for market and stuff.
Packing stuff.
You can see that's the whole long length of it. Yeah. Somebody just lifted this door off, haven't they, and put it there.
I don't know why. There's steps there.
Is there steps?
Yeah.
Perhaps they've been in with them little moped bike things, you know, them dirt bikes, off-road bikes, doing ramps and stuff. I can't even do ramps with my feet, so God knows how they flip into them on one thing. Seriously, now. I'm walking hazard myself. We never knew this were here. How many times have we been to Ridgely Hospital now? About 6. And until we met them lads from Preston, we didn't know, did we? Didn't know. And this is how you find out. Sometimes, guys, you know, you could be in one place, chat to some abandoned explorers, and then they'll give you a tip, and then you find unexplored territory like this. Let's have a look up here, because it's, there is another building at the back there. Oh, yeah, okay. Probably going to get a bit of rain on screen, guys. At the present minute, there's not much I can do about that, so I'm sorry if the view gets a bit distorted. Try and keep it clean for you. Can't see a thing now, can you? It's sort of like... Yeah, I don't know. What's this up here? farm barn, isn't it, probably? Well, look at there, the trees have grown through up there. Sorry to keep doing this with my finger, guys, but it's the only way I can keep it clear for you. Look at that, it's all roots coming through. Nature's took over. Look at it. I remember when I went to Australia and I saw, they took us to see this tree and the roots to it were like that. And you could literally stand up the roots under the tree and amongst the roots and look up at it. It was just the weirdest thing ever. I can't remember which part of Australia it was now, but it was a day trip that you could do just to see this particular tree. It's just fascinating, that, isn't it? It's like something out of a film, isn't it? Well, they must be growing up there on the roof, and these are the. Well, I think so. I don't know. It's hard to say, isn't it?
Trees from behind.
Yeah, maybe. We didn't know any of this were here, did we? There's been fires, Luke. Somebody's built a circular fireplace there. They had fires. Eye protection must be worn. Yeah, so these must have been used as... but I can't get over that. Look at that. That's all flipping roots. It's hard to know whether it's roots or whether it's branches. I'm going to have a look what's outside. It might be a weeping willow and the branches have just grown down into the... through the roof. That would do some good abandoned photography, that, wouldn't it, for people who like to do that kind of thing. I think is that ivy?
Yeah.
So the ivy has grown down into the roof. That's what and it's died because it's got no sunlight. Isn't it weird, that? I mean, this is the kind of thing you get on film sets. And look at it, it's just natural, this. This is just how it's grown. Come straight through the roof, and it's literally died because it's not getting any sunlight, probably. Amazing what you find on the explorers. What's this contraption here? Any guesses? Think it was a chair and it's fell over.
Yeah.
Was there anything round there when you stuck your head round? Nothing. I might have a look anyway. There's some wheels and that. There's some barbed wire here, Andy, just be careful. It's broken though, so you can't get through. There's tyres and there's wheelbarrows. And let's have a look. There's got to be more to this than meets the eye. There's a burn bin, like someone's had a fire. And there's look down here. There's a bit of a swamp there, so we're not going to go in that. We'll just have a peek round and see what's here. Let's see. It's just a lot of boulders and some fencing and stuff. I'm curious though. I want to know what's over there. We might have to go through this swamp to get to that bit. Alright, we're in. We're in. See, look, it goes all the way down there. This must have been all like farmland at one point. Must have been. Yeah, these must have been like farm outhouses and stuff, wasn't there?
I would imagine so, yeah.
Well, we'll head back then, so that we can show people how we got in. Walked up a path and climbed over a gate to get in here. And then, if we don't run out of battery, I'll show you the entrance to Ridgeley, the drive, how you would have driven up there back in the day if you was visiting people, or, if you were going there as a patient or whatever. So literally, you can just choose one area, and within 5 miles radius you can find all this abandoned. Yeah, some kids have been hanging out in here, aren't they, and having a fire, I think. Shit. Alright, I'm alright. Hey, I didn't fall on the floor for once.
Oh,
I'm improving.
How you learning?
You did put the L plates on and perhaps now I don't even need them.
Are you getting there?
Yeah, but I stayed, it was like an ice skater doing a double axel. I leapt, spun and landed.
No, but your legs were
And I didn't go face down. How good is that? There's improvements, guys. I definitely did a double axel then. You missed the whole thing. I leapt in the air,
Oh, sorry though.
did a double axel and landed. Didn't go spread eagle on the floor. So we're on a winner. For now. Until we go to the next abandoned location. So I'll show you the outside of it all now, guys, on the walk back down the drive to the road where we parked up, and then we're going to head off to abandoned number 3 in Lancaster. So we've got the Ridgely Hospital, this farm, with 2 more abandons to do yet here at Lancaster, and then we're going to decide which is best for paranormal tonight. And to be fair, the asylum is a winner every time, and I'm most likely to choose the asylum out of everything that we can do at night time in this particular area. But we'll see. You never know what's going to happen, you never know who you're going to meet, you never know what else you're going to find. You never know if police are going to come and you're going to get arrested. You don't know if you're going to end up in A&E. So you can't really plan, you know, until you've done all the abandoned. And then we'll choose the best and go back and do the paranormal on it. But to be fair, the lunatic asylum's always a winner because it's such a huge place. Look at that water, tip of water. I'll come round that way because I'm going to get my feet tangled up in that blasted ivy stuff again. This'll... The old cesspit, we're up to the new cesspit. Blimey, this stuff loves to grab your ankles, doesn't it? It does though, doesn't it? It grabs your ankle and then it pulls you clean over. Yeah. What kind of a plant is that? Triffids.
You know more about them than I do.
Oh, I don't mess with them, me. I walk the other way if I see them things on the floor. See, there's the hospital guys. Let me just run over and film that because battery's going to go literally any time now. I'll tell you what, I'll zoom in and then you can see. So originally a lunatic asylum, which we went in the programme before this one, is right there. You see? That's Ridgely Lunatic Asylum. So that's where we did the footage before this, and hopefully with the weather being like this we're going to get back there tonight and do a paranormal, because this kind of weather is just, I love it. The doors will be banging and it'll be just crazy in there tonight. So let me find my partner in crime, who happens to have disappeared. Oh, he's here. We'll say goodbye to camera because I think we're going to lose battery, so let's just...
Oh.
Alright. And on that note...
We'll say goodbye.
And... What's up? See you on the next one, guys.